Hello, world. You are listening to Team Up and Thrive on the IBGR network. I am your host, Dr. Tracy Hines Lashley, and I am an executive director for the John Maxwell team. I'm also the CEO of the Leaders Innovative Growth Solutions, LLC, as well as the founder and the CEO of a nonprofit for women, Bossed Up Leaders Incorporated. I am ecstatic. I'm so excited right now because, well, I'm sad for one. This is my last Team Up and Thrive show. It's bittersweet. I have really enjoyed this journey. But guess what? I will be on Fridays now at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Women of Business. Yes, I'm excited for you ladies. I will be talking about strategies and tips and obstacles and so many things related to women in business. A lot of times we are neglected or we aren't treated equitably. Notice I didn't say equally, I said equitably. And then sometimes we need to talk about things. So one of the things I want to do on that show is I will be bringing on guests, other women who are killing the game. When I tell you these are women who are out there dominating industries, you want to be on this show. You want to listen. You want to download the podcast. Yes. People like Forbes Riley, who have grown to love this, a $2.5 billion woman. She is the pitch queen. When I tell you she can give you some tips on pitching, whew, yeah, I might have her on the show. So you want to keep listening to me. Those shows are going to be so awesome. And men, you'll learn some things on there too. So it's not all about women, but men can learn some tips about how they can influence some strategies for women in their business, in their organizations. So, yeah, I guess it is for women, huh? It's all about women. It's all about us. We deserve that platform, right? So as I talk about that, there are some things that we're doing on the show that's very exciting. We're making changes. We've been listening to you. And that's one thing you want as a business owner. You want to be listened to. You know, we are a network. We grow ourselves and you at the same time. We've made some shifts to ensure that we grow you in the right ways, in the right directions. So if you're looking for something in particular, just reach out to us. You know, we want to hear from you. You know, go out to our website. We're all over social media also. LinkedIn, Facebook, not sure about Twitter, but if we're not, I'm sure we're going to get there. But we have some strategies for you to implement. We also provide documents for you, you know, articles that you can read up on things. And it's very exciting. I am loving the direction the station is going in. Man, I just can't stop smiling because this is what it's all about. Growing, you know, community. And that's one thing that being a part of John Maxwell team has shown me is you need a network of people. I'm an introvert and I was always in my own little bubble. But I slowly got out of that when I became a leader. But there are things that your network can help you with. They can grow, you know, and just like our topic today, you know, it's ensuring that guidance and policies align with processes. That's things that you need in your company. So we think about that. There might be areas to where you don't have the right knowledge, but someone in your network does. Imagine that. You can reach out and touch. So one of your networks like, I need help. When I think back on a time that I was hosting, well, I wasn't hosting, I was actually part of an event where I had a table, but I had no clue how to be in that zone in my life. And I was like, I don't know what to do. What did I do? I reached out to my network and I asked a friend, I said, she is known for event planning and things. I said, can you help me? And, if I didn't have that, I may have canceled on that event because I was in fear of messing up or fear of the unknown. So when you're working with other people, you're not alone. You don't have to be the smartest cookie, because if you are, find another jar to jump into. So we're going to talk a little bit about why it's important to have standard operating procedures, SOPs, in your business. Well, some of the key issues: employees and other stakeholders are required to meet standards, but they're not familiar with the steps required to ensure compliance. Imagine driving a car and never have a driver's license and never be required to have one. What kind of accidents will we have? What kind of issues will we have if we never got a driver's license? Because we didn't have to have it. We didn't have to follow the rules because there were no rules. We just go ahead and do what we wanted to. Man, think about that in your business. Another key issue is business owners are under the assumption that the procedures are not needed due to existing MAP processes or policies. You need to have procedures. And I'm going to go over a little bit about that for you. But it's very crucial that you have them. And another thing is stakeholders are not included when procedures are developed and can end up confused. You have internal and external stakeholders. Your employees are stakeholders. So always make sure that they know what to do. You don't want them, like I say, lost in the sauce. That is not what you want for your people. Another thing is SOPs are not reviewed regularly. You need to review at least annually. When we talk about document management, we'll talk a little bit about that more in other segments. But when you talk about managing your documents, you need to make sure they're kept up to date. So even if you have to look at them every 6 months, have someone that is assigned to that. I talk about KPIs in season 2. So if you didn't listen to us then, you might want to go out there and download the podcast. Just listen to them because I talk about it in the dashboards. So make sure that you go back, listen, because there's a lot of actionable items that you can implement right away. Another thing is they don't test their procedures. Yeah, you need to make sure that there are no gaps, no holes, no cracks. Another thing, they don't have any training. Yeah, people still need to be trained on ensuring that SOPs are implemented properly. Don't just assume that they're going to know. No, they are not just going to know. No. So why is it important to have standard operating procedures? For one, it ensures adherence to best practices. That is something that you really need to know. The point is creating an SOP provides not only a true north for your team to strive towards, but also a clear drawn map to guide them along the way. This improves the chances of experiencing a positive outcome in a given situation, while it also minimizes the chances of encountering any obstacles throughout the process. Yeah, you can eliminate things by having SOPs. And another thing, it ensures consistency. You want to remain consistent with things. We're going to talk about the how, and we're going to talk about, creating templates for your SOPs. And being consistent allows you to ensure that your team knows what you expect the SOP to look like. And your branding is across, it's aligned. And another thing is it enables proper onboarding and training. Yes, an SOP can help with that. Can you believe it? And I'm also big on HR. And also, you need, I'm going to miss saying I'm in the people lane. And saying it's all about the people. It really is all about the people, but I'm going to think of something different for my new show. Man, I didn't think about that. But yeah, you need to, it will help you with your HR. It will help you with ensuring that all staff are coming on board the right way, the same way, every single time. It also it maintains organizational knowledge. People can't say they don't know because guess what? They are in there. They're drawn out, mapped out for them in that SOP. So they can't plead ignorant anymore. I know you want that, right? So make sure you sit down and you align your processes, your procedures. Make sure you have the right people in the room. It is very crucial. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'm going to give you like 10 reasons that small businesses should have SOPs, and also start going into the what is an SOP. Be right back.